All right, I have this experience, and I need to share it while I can. While it's fresh on the hot tamale of the mind. See, one time when we lived at this other house that was also in this town, it had a very specific backyard situation going on. For if you went behind the house, which was north of the lake in Bastrop, there was a circle of trees missing, and then the trees, but it was a complete circle, and in that circle I'd encountered someone, a spiritual being that I called the shaman, or the Cro-Magnon man, and he had told me a story using my pineal gland. I sat there and meditated, and I saw in my mind the whole story of this guy. And what was weird was there was a circle where this guy was the presence that it would be directly across from me, but outside of the ring or circle was the younger form of the same entity, and you would see him running around like with one head shaved, the ponytail, sort of like with the hairstyle of the Egyptian children, harkening back. And yeah, so was my experience. But that's just the place. When trying to move back to Houston one time, before I went out to this place and I meditated and I prayed. And I saw this vision. It was like to the west, it was Jesus. And he was showing me, he's like, if you go, he's like, to the west, I saw the sun and it was setting. He was like, beware of the worshippers of the sun. And I was like, cool, excellent. Like, I'm freaking out. I'm having this vision. This is amazing. Yes, yes, go on, more. And then when I turned to the east, the opposite direction was the path that went further into the woods. And I could see the words, the letters, UN, and then the path that went away out of the woods or deeper into the woods, and then TY, which would spell unity, but there was no I in the middle, but the path was there. So I did go on my journey, and along it is when I realized that the I am, the I experience, was the I to make the unity. But he said, beware, and he showed me that. So today I had to call Amazon because since I've changed phones and I needed another phone, I bought another one and I got a new number. And I thought I should have the same number, but and my brother will make fun of me, and I just got another number. So when I get my account online and it wants to verify my password, it ultimately wants to call my old number with a text to verify it in whatever process I went on. And not having this old phone or number anymore, it caused a feedback loop that caused me to have to call the customer service. Now, when I called them, they had to send me text, but the text they sent was from Unity. Except instead of the I, it was the J, the letter J. Now, I don't know. Other than that, because it's so new, it happened today. The J could be a lot of things, but it damn sure ain't an I. It's nothing that I would have to become. I don't know. See, spiritualism, and even if it's anecdotal and given up as this is what I experienced, which I offer it in that same spirit that Mrs. Gigi, she's got two I's in her name, the I, which is also the technology in hyperspace for balancing your relationship, I to the I. And then, other stuff too. But that's just, it is what it is. But she was bringing up this topic regarding to spiritual teachings, and that we're all basically in an experimental phase. Because one, we haven't all done this before, and if so, we don't have the records. We're going to do it again. We all have different gifts. We're going to have to share them. We're going to have to be open into critique. But I thought it was weird that the Amazon was using that phone number. And that's what it said. It said but it was JTY. Unity with a J. I don't know. Make of that what you wish, and if perhaps my next video I'll tell you the story on who was the Cro-Magnon man, who actually his other side of his soul was that child, and the further away you got from that circle, the more wicked and mischievous the child things seemed to be, and it would morph if you encountered it, which was rare. It'd be like a planet having an orbit around the sun, and it being another body out there. You could come across it because there was things. So other people saw it. It was very strange because they referred to it, and I was like, you can't say. You have to watch out what you say because I live here and you don't. You can't manifest negativity using the direct. He did. He was trying to manifest some shadow people or some shit. I'm like, do you know why I don't have problems with shadow people? Because I got my shadow people business in order way ahead of you. It's kind of true. Anyway, like, share, subscribe.